Good evening and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for February the 2nd, 2022, which is and it's just me. DT has to work tonight, which he wasn't expecting, so you get me. And I'm sure most of you will only be here until Cryptic goes live, but that's okay. If anybody's out there and would like to join me to, hi, I'm Mary Wiseman, and run through like Salt on Terok Nor or anything like that, cool. Yes, I know a gallon of butane and a gallon of water, or whatever that was, wouldn't weigh the same thing, but come on, it's Kirk. Kirk isn't going to get that. I'm sorry. Oh, it was. Okay, well, I'm glad I'm here then. Well, hey, that worked out great. Why was it canceled? I never get the messages until like 2 days later, so I never know what's going on with it. I'm glad I decided to be here then. We're supposed to be having this massive blizzard. Oh, poor Cal. I hope he feels okay. Oh no, I hope he's not getting it. Please, no. Hope he's not getting it. So at about 3:30, the bosses were walking around. We normally leave the office 3:30, 4 o'clock, and they're like, yeah, it's turning to garbage to the west. And the prediction was it would start to snow by now, and we've got this little dusting of snow. We're supposed to have 7 inches by morning, so good. It says here, snow to stop. Let's see, when will the snow stop? Looks like depending on which way that's going, anything from the next hour till, I don't know when, a couple hours? So who knows, maybe we won't get the 7 inches of snow. Damn it, I really wanted to get snowed in, but no, I'm going to have to go to work tomorrow. Me. Well, fine then. I guess we'll run Terok Nor a couple of times and see what else folks wanted to do. Otherwise, I'm going to just sit here and do all the omegas. I have got currently on my yellows 3646, my reds 3707, my blues 3704. Not quite sure how I got my yellows so far out from that, so I'm going to have to go scrounge up another quick 50 or 60 of them to get nice and balanced again. So just out of curiosity, that's the wrong button. That's the button I want. There we go. Nope, they're still saying 7 inches of snow tonight. I guess it all depends on who you talk to. And lasting all day, so maybe we will be home tomorrow. Yay! So, anybody up for doing anything tonight? Otherwise, I'm going to grab Pinky and see if we can't morph Pinky into something that looks a little bit more like Pinky. I've started him with a CptBluefox body, but I can't get the proportions right. I can't get him squished down enough. So maybe I need to change him into a different species, but I love having the tail, because, I mean, it's Pinky, and Pinky's got a nice long tail. And doing the whole body thing is just not my forte. Ooh, I'm going to have to fix that camera. It's a little too bright there. A little too saturated. Well, it's the proportions. I can get the torso about right, but the legs are still too long. No matter what I do, the legs are too long. And I don't really know what to do to make him more mouse-like and less human-like. Tell you what, let me grab him. Let's take a look at him. I know Space Barbie is the name of the game, but it's just not the game I play. Oh shoot, I just realized. Hang on a second here. Let's make sure I'm in chat. Yeah, I'm in chat if anybody wants to jump in and join. So I mean,
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing tonight?
All right, thank you.
Good. I haven't talked to you for a while.
Oh yeah. Have you been all right?
Yep, I've been hanging in there. What about you?
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'm sitting here waiting for this big winter thunderstorm or winter storm they've been talking about for 4 days. The grocery stores, the shelves are bare.
Really, is it that bad?
Oh, people are panicking. I mean, even if it's as bad as they were predicting, it's a mild snowstorm. I mean, it'll be in 24 hours. It'll all be done. Grab yourself a dozen eggs, some milk, and some bread, and you're fine. You don't need anything else. I have some frozen pizzas from last week, so I just wanted to get some. I wanted buying some apples. Yeah, Mar Hockman says X for TFO event, Federation or KDF. Yeah.
On KDF, so I can switch though.
Okay, well, I'll see what Mar Hockman's doing. Mar Hockman, do you want to do Federation or KDF?
Alright.
Fed. Alright, let me grab a Fed tune. This is for the event TFO. Speaking of Kytians, I'll grab that Kytian. Or Cation, whatever you call them. And for all you folks out there, because there's a couple of you out there, if anybody would like to join us for it, give me an X in chat and I'll throw you in here. We got room for 2 more. DT's working tonight. He was unamused to get called in, but it was his first day off this week, and nope, didn't happen. Alrighty, well, let's get this rolling then. We are queued. Do you guys have flashy green lights and a wee-woo?
Yes.
Alright.
The Terrans will be here soon. Just engage their ships when you can. We've been working on a new photonic defense array.
Why does Janeway look like my grandmother?
Once activated, it will be vulnerable to Terran interference.
That's how she looks in the last episode, isn't it?
Well, as Marshall Janeway, she looks a lot leaner and a little bit, you know, more tendony and less fluffy. And this one,
well,
just
I mean, I think they decided to go and make Janeway look like, well, the actress does now.
Okay.
Or kind of like that. Because this is Janeway that's like 10 or 20 years after Voyager or something.
Yeah.
Here they come. All ships, battle stations.
Well, welcome in, Captain.
Oh well, so much for the Riskava.
All ships, engage.
But Riskava.
This isn't over, Admiral. Believe that.
Fine. Take those ships. Take her down. The rest, stay alert. This isn't over. I'm picking up more ships through the rims. Close. Activate the holo projectors. Let's hope they get the job done. Defend the holo projectors as best we can. We've got hostiles on the station. They're breaching our system. Those rims aren't going to close themselves.
Yeah, I gotta say that particular line of dialogue is kind of annoying.
Yeah. Sounds like something out of The Sims.
We've got hostiles on the station. They're breaching our systems.
I just realized that with that legendary Dideridex trait, you
Yeah.
can actually build a ship that kills things with torpedoes without actually having any torpedoes slotted on your ship.
Yeah, the Steam Runner console as well.
Well, but this was actually just a trait. It doesn't even take up a console slot.
Yeah.
Need to clear out the ships at Jupiter Station.
I hope they do some more storylines with Jupiter Station rather than just leaving it for this one.
Oh yeah, it's like one of the things I was paying close attention to that the last time I played the story mission is
Close themselves.
how many paths does your team take through Jupiter Station
Oh yeah.
while the TFO or the story mission is going on? See, because there's 4 characters that beam down as the boarding party,
Yeah.
but for most of it, it's just you and one of the others.
Right.
So it's like a split party.
Hostiles on the station. They're breaching our systems.
It's like two-man teams running around wreaking havoc, and paying attention to which pathways that the other team takes gets interesting, because it kind of sort of, it's like implies more structure than you actually see.
Well, we see a lot of the structure, and there's a lot of relationships from one side to the other, so that's what I'm thinking. There's a lot of potential for what we can do there.
Well, one of the implied structure bits that you don't actually see because of all of the like bulkheads and whatnot is that
On the station. They're breaching our systems.
it has a circular ring hallway, much like the one in ESD or ESD 2.0. ESD 1.0 didn't have a proper ring structure in the hallways, but ESD 2.0 did. It's like a circular ring as an interior hallway, and that's kind of structure seems to be the basics of the hallways in
We've got hostiles on the station. They're breaching our systems.
Jupiter Station.
Yeah.
There are, of course, exceptions to this, because the fact that if you pay close attention, Jupiter Station has A and B hallways
Right.
listed
Mhm.
and explicitly labeled by name.
Aren't going to close themselves.
And well, if you look at the model, it's like 2 sets of saucer platters stacked 3 high with
Right.
several tubes connecting them to each other.
Right.
A is apparently one of the saucer stacks, and B is the other saucer stack.
Okay, that makes sense.
Enterprise is back near
The question is, how will that affect gameplay and future stories? Will they utilize it?
Take them out first.
Well, see, because if you look closely, though, you'll notice that the shape of the central atrium is asymmetrical, and it has
I'm done.
what is? Did we one-shot her?
Yeah.
Health went down to 0, yeah, which
It was
she
just like,
clocked.
The Enterprise is near Projector Gamma. The Enterprise is near
Ooh,
Projector
what
Gamma.
is that? That was nice.
You know what? I'm done here.
Try and do it again. Where's she gone?
Well, I think her hull HP went to 0 before the first time she warped out. So she came in and did a
Going for Projector out.
did a voice line and then continued on with her event script, even though she's already marked as dead by the game. Oh wait, her hull went back up.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's magic. Magical. Oh, okay.
Well done.
And she went down to 0 again.
Terrans hold the message. If you intend to test us, be prepared for the consequences.
Wow,
Hopefully
perfect
their
marks that
experts
time.
will listen to that message.
Well,
But
that
I
one was
wouldn't
well
hold my
played.
breath.
Oh man, that is a lot of the sonar riffs. Oh boy.
Those are nice. I like those.
Oh yeah, that particular mud bundle. I have had a lot of fun with that mud bundle.
Alpha says the hull resets to a specific point at each appearance, even if we kill her. So we didn't
Yeah, I mean
quite
that
kill
makes
her.
sense, to be honest. I mean she's withdrawing to repair or something, I suppose.
We're taking too much damage.
Yeah, really.
We just need to get her to say that. Well, that was fun. Has anybody, or does anybody need to run Assault on Terok?
Sure, I could do that. That's the ground TFO,
That's the
right?
ground TFO, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to switch to my red side Borg engineer character.
Red side?
Yeah.
That mean KDF?
Yes.
The Axis.
Okay.
Why? Because of the fact that she's using Bat D, and Bat D lets you jump up onto the top level and kick the grenadiers in the face.
Let's see who I want to throw on there.
And my endeavor today:
Yes.
go to the Voth ground battle zone and massacre even more Voth than last time. I mean, it's something I've done many times, but it's just like, oh, that again. It's one of those endeavors where it really doesn't help being in a team, because being teamed
No.
means you are competing for kill credit.
Right. Unless, you've got your team set up, like Ed and I will go in and we'll each do enough pew-pew to, not be considered AFK.
Well, I mean, the character I did that thing with for the VREX one, where I basically just soloed one of the VREXs before the rest of the people in the zone even got
So
there.
you were saying, yes?
If I simply abstained from using 2 of the damage-dealing abilities, what I'm going to effectively do is just give the VREX a massive damage resistance debuff, and if I have a teammate standing there pounding on it, then the teammate will get the kill credit, not me. Because the fact that was how that build worked, is I give the VREX a massive damage resistance debuff, and then I hit it for massive damage. Like, well, I've mentioned several times one of my personal favorites for duty officers for science officers is the biochemist that adds a damage resistance debuff to a lot of the science kit modules. Well, some of those science kit modules don't actually do damage on their own. So
Yes.
you use them to give a damage resistance debuff, then you fling something like ball lightning at the enemy to do a giant amount of damage.
Ball lightning's good. Is this for
Yeah.
Imani?
Yes.
Mark, you want to join us on this one?
Yeah, please, yeah.
Okie doke.
What is it we're doing, sorry? Oh, yeah, the,
Assault on
TFO.
Terok.
Universal Endeavor.
Alpha, are you in? Would you like to join us? I don't see you here.
But yeah, it's like that particular character build. It's like I'm my science officer, so I have the tricorder scan thing, which all I have to do is point the tricorder at an enemy. Now they have a damage resistance debuff, and I can just stand there and watch as one of my allies kills them.
Yes. Yep, got to set them up for it sometimes.
But that really doesn't, work particularly well for like large scale stuff. I mean, I suppose you could technically do it for large scale stuff, but it's a lot simpler for the like big boss targets.
Yeah. Well, it looks like it's just the three of us, so I'm going to go ahead and set us up here. Weeble?
Yep.
Wee-woo.
And no worries, Alpha, when you get here, if you get here. Cool. As I impatiently wait for my snow.
Yes. So much global warming.
Yep, no. We had rain all day to the extent that we were a little concerned about the culvert where our rainwater goes at work.
Mm-hmm.
But because the ground's still frozen. But it wasn't raining that hard.
Well, last night here was one of those times where it's sunny all day, nice and warm.
Yeah, we had a really nice day yesterday.
And then it rains all night for some reason.
It was warm until, when I got up this morning it was 56. It's now 30-ish. So it's just sitting on that line between freezing, not freezing. So driving was absolutely going to be treacherous. But and
Yeah,
it's funny.
there is nothing for winter driving that is more dangerous than when you have a thin layer of rain that just froze.
Yes.
Here's
Okay,
me thinking you're in desert heat and then realizing you're in Fahrenheit.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, we were definitely doing the Fahrenheit thing.
It's about 8
Okay.
degrees Celsius.
Yeah,
I just saw something that I feel the need to personally test.
Okay.
I was on Kobali because apparently one of my endeavors. I don't know why I was on Kobali, but then I logged in to find myself on Kobali. I was looking around, saw another player beam in, and it was a Fed player with one Federation bridge officer, which used the normal Federation transporter effects, and their other bridge officer was a Krenim,
Okay.
which didn't use a Fed transporter effect, but I was so far away I couldn't clearly see what transporter effect did.
That's interesting.
Oh, and because someone was asking about Bat D earlier, this thing.
Thanks for the assist.
Yes, this is one of my characters that uses assimilate.
Oh, goodness. We have a whole bunch of Borg walking around.
Yeah, a bunch of Borg with a temporary hit point spot too.
Hostiles up ahead. We can take down that force field from the warehouse access point.
Get him, Target Boy.
How many people are on your side?
It looks like one. Me?
Oh, just you?
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, because it feels a bit crowded on this side.
Yeah. Now I got both of you over here. I'll take it.
A 2-3 split is fine, I guess.
No matter how you do it, it's going to be hard to do anything else. 4-1 gets silly. 5-0 isn't going to win at all.
We need more time. Keep them off us while we work.
One of the interesting things about assimilate builds is that the drones you get from assimilate actually don't care about the rank of the enemy you're attacking.
Oh.
Oh my, this is an impressive army I've worked up this time. Oh, yeah, I just noticed something. Is that one of the tactical Terrans that I was shooting was labeled CQC specialist.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Because one thing she noticed is that earlier said some of them are now labeled well, like the science ones are labeled based on the fact that they like to use that thermal. I forget what it's called. Exothermic induction field. And some of them actually have a special label because that's their kit module of choice.
Yeah, I'm seeing that on these. As I'm running around here now.
Geothermal specialist. That's what it's called.
Wow. Alpha says I've been noticing that lately too. This science lieutenant ranks using exo induction fields are nasty. Hi, Obi-Wan. Whee!
Shut down some of the force fields. Keep heading around the promenade.
I volunteered to solve the puzzle. I'll just someone else who did it.
I'm sorry, say that
Okay,
again.
well, I'll be up top making the grenadiers. Wish they had a different job.
You're more than welcome to go for it, Mark, if you want it.
Okay. Go for it.
We have to Leeta to drop her little name. Shoot them.
Leeta.
You thought you could take the station from me? Ha! Huh. kill them.
Alright, time to find a grenadier. Nope. Ow.
Someone else is on the computers, I'll just leave them to it.
There we go. Surprise!
Is anyone trying it? Not sure if there is now. I'm gonna try it.
Okay. Love the drones walking around up there.
Oh yeah, you're not supposed to be up here, and the way this map is coded, it does not work right being up here.
Oh.
It is glitchy as heck.
Well, yeah.
You can't see me, but my character is literally standing in midair.
$50-50 chance.
Go for it.
Correct sequence.
Hey!
Great, now I can get out of here.
Nicely done.
Oh, also, you actually can't jump over the railing and get back into the promenade area.
How do you get back down? Just wait for the...
Yeah, you have to wait for the story thing to force you to move.
Yeah, I see you running up there in the middle of the air.
Yeah.
You cannot stop me! You are but a stepping stone! The power of the Paw Wraiths is with me!
We're reading high power lines in your area. If you can stun her, you'll be able to hurt her.
Get her over here. Here, Leeta.
Oh yeah, by the way, Leeta's personal variant of exothermic induction field.
I suppose I should
Yeah.
You were the ones that returned the order.
Pretty sure it's still extremely painful.
What's she doing over
Here,
here?
Leeta.
Over there.
Come here.
I don't know. She's aggroed on me.
Okay.
And- but-
Hold down now, it won't let me.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Stay inside the glowing circle, Leeta.
You are weak.
Stay inside the glowing circle.
This guy's triggering it. There we go.
The book of the Coast Emotion has shown me the way to power. You are kindling.
I think she randomly cycles.
She does. It's just trying to figure out who she's going to be paying attention to. It's not me.
You cannot win. We have technology you
Well-
haven't yet dreamed of.
She's aggroed onto Torat.
Okay.
This pug guy who just ran behind the thing to the console.
You will not stop me. I will rule here.
Come on, Leeta. Oh, so close. I'm engaging it.
You cannot win. We have technology you haven't yet dreamed of.
Well, I managed to hit her with collective will twice. That did something.
You are weak.
Come on. Oh,
Well, it's not me. Come here, Leeta. Here, girl.
don't be on the console.
You
Console's in flames, so it gets to be a problem.
Yeah, Leeta's flames do a monstrous amount of damage.
Yeah, I know.
Sure, was it?
There, gotcha.
Thank you. Okay, Leeta, you gotta come over here now.
Here, Leeta.
The book of the Coast of Motion has shown me the way to power. You are kindling.
No, Satalia, no Kellstream tonight.
What's she doing over there?
I don't know.
You are weak.
There she goes. She's going. She's going after.
Oh, now this console's until now.
Come here, Leeta.
Oh, don't stand behind the console.
Given me all the power I need.
She's on this one if somebody can go trigger it.
Terok's trying to do it.
Ow.
You will not stop.
Why am
I will do it.
Did we get the third one?
I'm ready for it.
Yeah, it's glowing over here. Trying to aggro her, but she's stuck on Tarat for some reason.
You cannot win. We have technology you haven't yet dreamed of.
Come here, Leeta.
The power rates have given me all the power I need to conquer.
She's literally just standing there. Wonder if I can pull her into it. Ah, yes, cool. It did work.
Oh no!
I managed to pull her into it with the suck box, even though she was invulnerable.
I thought on the console.
So how did you do that?
The suck box actually does pull her even when she's invulnerable.
Wow.
This is a minor setback, but no, I have power you cannot imagine. The Empire will be mine. This universe will be mine.
All teams, stand by for emergency.
And this is a person who's our ally in the current story.
You haven't seen the last of me.
You know, think about Selah or Sela.
This is true.
Sometimes she's our ally, sometimes she's not our ally.
Welcome back. We're showing mission success.
Satalia says every time Leeta says, "You are weak," I expect her to continue, "And the weak shall perish," before revealing herself to be an Undine. That is absolutely true. Is it a spoiler if it's from like 4 years ago, 5 years ago? No, it's more than that. Oh my god. That was a
Feel
long
old
time
now,
ago.
don't you?
Pardon?
I said, and now we suddenly start feeling old.
Yeah, definitely.
Talk about spoilers. I went onto YouTube today and literally within hours of the new Star Wars airing, it was spoiler titles, thumbnails, ruined it for me. Literally just scrolled
Aww.
YouTube.
See, I don't have that problem because I don't pay enough attention to the Star Wars TV shows to know whether something's a spoiler or not.
I just don't have time. I was just telling my husband this week I don't get home till midnight on Friday. So it'll be a weekend of, yeah, maybe I'll watch TV once, but otherwise there's stuff to be done.
Oh yeah, by the way, all those new like Borg attachments in the cut scene in the new episode. Ooh, I want those as costume props.
I'm sure they'll be out there.
Because it's a very, very TNG style of Borg, and it kind of, works for the like in-game logic too.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Mm.
No, Leeta being an Undine would be very interesting if that's in the current arc, yes. Somebody had written about Patrick Stewart retiring from, or not only doing 3 seasons of Picard.
Yeah, I saw that.
Going 3 seasons of this many movies, this many TV shows, and 10 video games. And I wrote back, how about 11 video games? And hashtag Emperor Picard.
Well, did you look at the list of stuff that Brent Spiner's done?
No.
Because someone posted that because of it being Brent Spiner's birthday, I think it was. And it's like, he did that many things.
Oh,
and
yeah,
that's just and that's just in Star Trek. Because Brent Spiner, unlike Patrick Stewart, plays a lot of characters other than his main one.
Yeah.
And in the current TV show, he's in that with Patrick Stewart, but not as Data, or before, or Lore. He's in it as one of the descendants of Noonien Singh.
Mm-hmm.
Same in Enterprise as well. It was a little arc in that he was in.
Well, Enterprise is when he got started with the whole thing of playing descendants of Singh, or Sung, because of the fact that in TNG it was revealed that Sung had actually just, instead of being creative and making a unique new face, no, he just used a copy of his own face.
Yep, but that's almost...
If it works, then don't change it, right?
Yeah, and Good Evening Frost. But that's almost canon.
No, I mean that is canon. Is that
not just with Sung, but with a couple of the other inventors, where they use just copies of their own faces.
Well, there was one person who was
the Doctor,
who made an android duplicate of his wife, and for obvious reasons, she looked exactly like his wife.
Well, yeah, that would kind of be the name of the game there.
But I mean, there's been several others who made androids that are just like, oh, we're just going to make it look like a specific person because why not?
As reasons.
Reasons, yes.
There is actually, now that I think of it, only one android that they've had where it was never explained who he was supposed to look like, or if he was supposed to look like a specific person.
Which was?
You remember Roger Corby in that episode?
Yeah, absolutely.
You remember how there was that one android who's this big, bulky, green, lumpy looking guy?
Yeah, of course, Lurch.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is that we don't really know who made him or why they made him look like that.
Right. They've got a guy who looks really interesting. They want to give him the role, and if you have to write a backstory for it, well, we don't know.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where it just kind of makes you wonder. It's like, we know that the people who lived on this planet weren't humans. So is this what they looked like?
I just think that's a nice bit of, that's a fun story. Ah, and the snow is back. Yay! Yay, snow. Go, snow. Go.
Snow's awesome.
Yeah, I'd love it.
Well, one of the things I learned when taking classes on radio wave propagation is that if you choose the wrong frequency band and you're
Yes.
using wireless communications,
Yes.
snow will basically blanket the signal and make it stop.
Oh, lovely.
Makes
Let's
sense.
adjust the frequency.
You mean snow is more than just noise?
Well, I meant like, a situation where actual physical snow creates signal noise.
Yes, yes, it does.
It's because it's quite literally noise.
Well,
It breaks
well,
up
see-
sound waves, it breaks up temperature, it breaks up everything it interacts with.
Well, see, some radio waves will be reflected or by the presence of water vapor in the atmosphere. Sure, okay, but also there's some that do the same thing for frozen water too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Frozen water is a myth.
It's a myth?
It's just chunky water. Chubby rain, that's what it is.
Back in the day, I used to work out of Lansing, Michigan, which is in the middle of the state. And I'd be watching satellite TV, as the night was going on. And the signal would begin to flicker. And I'd been there so often, it was the difference between rainstorm, thunderstorm, blizzard. And as soon as you get that certain amount of flicker and going in and out, pack the bag, throw everything in the car, and see if you can get home, because otherwise you're going to be there for 3 or 4 days in the hotel. Let's see. So Anson Mount tweeted, "Crazy to think that this would have been Brent Spiner's 100th birthday. We still miss you, big guy."
Brent Spiner's 100th birthday?
It's a joke.
It's a joke.
Humor, Alpha. It's humor.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure he's not dead.
One, he's not dead, and he's also not 100.
What's the joke, though? What's the reference?
Oh, I just think poking fun at him being around forever.
And in everything.
And in everything.
Like Independence Day, for example.
Yeah. And of course, the ever wonderful Night Court.
Oh, Night Court.
Hey, Night Court is awesome.
Those episodes were so good.
I mean, I like John Larroquette a hell of a lot more, but
that was a good show. We're going to take a super quick break here because I'm going to throw some coffee in the microwave, and I'll be right back.
microwave coffee, ew.
I'm back. Satali, you've never seen Night Court. It's definitely worth seeing.
They have a, if I remember correctly, I think they have an episode with Star Trek convention goers
Really?
being brought before the court.
And one of them straight up uses a transporter in the middle of the courtroom.
Yes, indeed, you're right. It's old. There's quite a few of them.
Honestly, the weirdest one for me with like the reuses of all the actors was with gargoyles.
Oh yeah, no, I love gargoyles. It was.
Well, it's part of what made it weird though was the fact that in many cases and in many ways, the characters were being or the actors were being differently used.
From.
Well, it's like this is the kind of role that this particular actor played in TNG.
Mm-hmm.
And then they play a completely different role in Gargoyles.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're actors. They're supposed to do things other than that one character.
I know. It's just that hearing the group of them doing stuff together, but that differently. It's well, very interesting.
I'm trying to remember what year it was. There was an episode where Riker was in a prison and he was trying to break out, and he kept going through these various psychotic breaks.
Oh yeah, that was a neat one.
I know the one you're talking about. I think it's in season 6 or something.
Well, while they were doing that, they had just started a tour as a fundraiser for Amnesty International, and they went out as a group to do a performance related to a live performance by an orchestra, but it also paralleled that story, which I thought was interesting. And it was really weird, again, to see them as an ensemble, but doing something that's completely different. Because you get very fixated. I have a hard time seeing Patrick Stewart in the theater and not thinking this is Patrick Stewart doing this role. It's really hard to separate them. Versus Carl Urban. Carl Urban's in everything, and you just don't realize he's in everything because he becomes that role rather than being the actor in that role.
Or and like with Judge Dredd, where he wears a helmet the entire movie.
Yeah, no, I like him in Judge Dredd. But
excellent role. It's just that his face is like mostly not there.
Well, in the Mandalorian, he's taken it off once, I think.
Yeah.
About 30 seconds. He's had his helmet on the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta figure out which one that is. Anybody play a tactical character?
Yes, many of them.
Yes.
I need to know the ship that I'm supposed to get the trait from that allows me to do overload for 6 seconds instead of the 3 seconds.
That's the
Xindi
Primate Atlas Dreadnought in the Lobi store.
Oh yes, that thing. Really cool looking ship.
Super weapon.
It's a legendary ship that does it too, though, isn't there?
No. One you're thinking of is preferential targeting, which gives you 100% Cat 1 bonus damage to overload. That's off the NX, legendary NX.
And the regular NX.
Preferential targeting. Preferential targeting, that's it, yeah. But the overload extension is from the Xindi Atlas, off the exchange.
Well, the reason I ask is I have it on several characters. One, I don't remember how I got it. Two, I know I've never had a Xindi ship that you're talking about.
Is it a console? Is it a trait? What?
It's a level 5 mastery.
What's it called? Super Weapon Ingenuity.
I don't remember what it's called because I'm on a level 18 character that doesn't have it yet.
Oh.
Otherwise, we could have Googled it.
Hold on a second. I will go to the character that
Okay.
does have it.
Then I can pull it up here and see what it is. Hey, Satalia, if you do want to see Night Court, a lot of them have been re-uploaded on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that defines classic TV these days is whether or not it's considered public domain, I guess is one way to put it.
Mhm.
It is. I was thinking something along those same lines.
It's like if it's old enough that it no longer falls under copyright.
It's
There's a big thing
Super
about,
Weapon Ingenuity is the one I'm looking
What was it called?
Super Weapon Ingenuity.
Yeah, that's from the Zindi Dreadnought in the Low-Buy store.
Yeah, it's low beta.
Yep.
One of the most fun ground abilities you can give to bridge officers actually has them create a drone pet that looks like the miniature version of that thing from Enterprise.
Which
That-
thing from Enterprise?
The big sphere weapon that the
super
Xindi used to blow a hole in
yeah.
Florida.
I heard Zindi in Florida.
Yes.
Yeah, well, one of the plots in Star Trek Enterprise with Xindi is that they sent an automated weapon to Earth that blew a hole in Florida.
It
Yeah.
did blow a hole in Florida, or did it cut a line across Florida?
It cut like a trench, like 3
Yeah.
kilometers wide.
Well, that
It-
just sounds like it would improve this state. I live here. Trust me, that would improve this state.
Either way, it fired a massive energy beam at Florida, and that's what sparked a big story arc. It's like, who sent this thing to Earth? Why?
Yeah.
And so on and so forth.
There's that whole Trip subplot that goes with
Gonna
that
say,
about his
yeah.
sister. His sister. Oh God, what was his sister's name? It should have been Rynna, so we could have had the Rynna, but no. Well, rather than chit chat, would you guys like to play something? Or in addition to chit chat, would you guys like to play something?
Well, I would very much appreciate your help in
Sure.
getting
Well-
some stuff done.
My Jim Hidar character, who cosplays as one of the Predators from the Predator movies, is currently in the Dyson Ground Battle Zone doing my Kill Voth endeavor.
Okay.
I need to do KDF randos.
We can do some KDF randos. What do you need to do, Frost?
I'm just leveling up a Fed tactical character.
Okay.
Give me a moment, please.
Well, we can do some leveling up with that, and we can do some KDF randoms. Speaking of which, DT is going to start a new, I think I mentioned this yesterday, but a new event at least one night a week, which will be Operation Wee Woo,
Alright,
which will be all random TFOs.
nice.
So for those of you who need to do your randoms and other stuff, we can do them. And I finally got my 5 swarms done this morning.
I finally got my 1 million Endeavor XP for my KDF recruit.
Wow.
A few
I'm
days
still
ago.
doing that. I'm about 850, 900. I'm close.
Actually, thinking of that, I've got 5,000 more points, and then I will be done with the Endeavors. On this tune. I still got the other tune. But I will no longer feel morally obliged to do the 3 elite Lucari TFOs when those pop up.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I long past the whole point of needing to do the Endeavor stuff on my KDF recruit. But and that was in part because I did it as much as I could before they changed the way you could do the reroll tokens and use reroll tokens a lot.
Yeah, I used to use a ton of them.
Mhm.
Alright, so what are we going to do? Are we going to do Federation or KDF? And we can do-
Federation, if I have a say.
well, you want to level a tune, correct, Frost?
Well, I mean, level isn't as important as the traits from level 5 abilities.
So you want to
Well-
level the ship?
Yeah, that's what I have. That's what I have to
Oh,
do.
that's easy.
Hold on just a
Yeah.
second.
Trolls is the best, isn't it?
Yeah, we can do some patrols. Oh, hold on a second.
Mm,
If Spock has
it-
pointy ears, then... Oh, God. Okay.
It suddenly occurs to me that the build I'm using on this character is nowhere near as good at killing a Variosaurus Rex as the that science build I was using last time.
Oh, before I team us up, Satalia says, if Spock has pointy ears, then what does Scotty have? Engineers.
Oh,
That hurts.
Yep, it does. It does indeed. Okay, let's do a KDF TFO, and then we're going to team up and we'll do some patrols with Frost, and then we can just do different stuff. So, going KDF, if you would like to join us, give me an X in chat someplace, and I will team you up.
I somehow managed to go through an entire a zone cycle without getting my 60 kills.
That takes skill.
But well, see, because when I beamed down, the zone was almost at 0. And it got all the way to being completed with me, nearly soloing the V-Rex in the outskirts area, and I somehow only got 52 kills out of that. Huh. Wait. Are we teaming?
To do a random TFO?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay. Got room for... Yeah, hold on a second. There we go, I thought. Okay, so we got a full team here. And then we're going to team up after we do a random TFO and do some patrols with Frost to level up his ship. Everybody ready?
Sure.
Wee-woo?
Wee-woo.
Yes.
Oh, did everybody get a wee-woo?
I got a little.
Should work. All right, let's see what we get. Anybody want to put money on it?
I'll go in with Bug Hunt.
Okay.
That's my guess.
I'm going to guess that minor instabilities thing.
I'll
Okay.
put 5 bars of gold pressed latinum on gravity kills.
7 quatlus. Obi-Wan saying gravity. No, it's going to be like the other night when we got Procyon 5. All right, and the winner is...
Well, I didn't beam up, so it's a ground
Okay.
TFO.
Wow.
Borg! Fun!
I've never done Into the Hive on ground.
Okay!
This one isn't
this is
bad.
extremely painful. One thing to remember, if you see the ground under you start glowing, get off of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
It
GT.
will kill you.
Oh, yeah. Hang on a second. Do I not have... shoot. There we go.
Adapted honor. It's not. Stick.
I have my
Okay,
Thompson's...
do I have a ranged physical weapon in my inventory that I can equip?
Your Thompson machine gun. Or Lex knives.
I probably gave it to a bridge officer. Secure.
Oh man.
My
I don't
version
have
of cardio.
R116 on this guy yet.
Oh yeah, here it is.
We got to do just clear them out.
Yeah, go to the corners of
Oh, yeah,
each,
there's-
of
yeah.
each section, and there's a little lighted up, yeah. Illuminated doodad.
Sweep this room quickly and you'll catch the Borg off guard. Seize the advantage.
Hey, look! A pug person electrocuted himself.
We don't have a pug person here. It's all us.
Oh, okay. Well, whoever was standing in this corner and just got electrocuted, yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. If it's big glowy square thing on the ground, be someplace else. You have a few moments before it'll get you.
Oh, this is much like part 2
Yep.
of
It's exactly part 2. That's where they.
This is where they got the idea
Right.
from. Oh boy,
Oops.
this Tommy gun is not working as well in this build as I was
Oh shoot! I got
hoping it
assimilated.
would. Oh, that's why I got killed. We didn't kill the random patrolling Borg before we pushed the button, and had a patrolling group walk up to me. So I was fighting like 10 Borg.
That'll do it.
It just sounds like you're not trying hard enough.
Pet spam based builds in this are actually reasonably good. It's just, if you're adequately outnumbered, that the pets all die.
Oh, that was well played. Stop shooting me.
Someone up here. Okay.
Yeah.
That Borg tentacle attack is really annoying with these
Yes,
glowing
it does.
squares because it can pull you into the death zone. Dang it. That's so many Borg.
Is it just the inner ones to do
Oh,
now?
and they broke my toys. How dare they?
I'm sneaking behind. Do it.
Okay, this side of the room is clear, at least for the moment. Oh yeah, well, one of the greatest things about bioharmonic emitter, you can heal people that you aren't even in the same room with.
Well, that's nice.
Force field between a central plexus and
Whew.
collective core is down.
Yeah, bioharmonic emitters, that thing that makes everyone start glowing green.
We are detecting.
Everybody's got some damage on them.
Right.
And
What is mine anyways?
Mark, you got a lot of damage on you.
I know. I don't have any.
I don't have any with me.
Regenerators.
I do. Hang on.
One thing to remember with regenerators is that you can leave them in your bank and use them from your
Right.
bank. You just, have to have them in your bank.
Before we go into the next one, I can give you some, Mark.
Sorry.
Oh, wait, I pushed the button.
It's okay.
One of the things with this build that I decided to try out, and it seems to be rather situational, is plasma blast wave turrets.
Borg are reacting to the virus upload.
How did you die already?
Reinforcements inbound.
I was just sleeping. How are they adapted to my sword? Find out.
It's because the sword does fire damage. They adapted to the fire, but not the physical. So it'll flash adapted, even though it's not really reducing it all that much.
I like the flaming drones. I mean, that's ominous.
Yeah, mind melt device was a good call.
trick with a plasma blast wave turret is that you need to figure out where a group of enemies is going to be standing, because it's a pretty hefty AOE. It's just that it won't cover the entire room.
Right. Well, here at least you know they're going to be in the 2 adjacent rooms, but other than that...
Yeah, there's certain like spawn points to camp with it. And also, the cooldown on it really is pretty significant.
Whereabouts do you... how do you obtain the Tommy gun? Is it Lobby or...
I believe it's Zen now. It's one of the mud packages.
Yeah, see, it's an old event reward.
Is it not in Phoenix?
No, I don't think it's Phoenix.
Some of the old event rewards are in Phoenix, some of them aren't.
I think that one's in one of the mud packages, though.
Yeah.
It's like the... I think, isn't it the Captain Picard package or something or other?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Because one of the First Contact Day events, I think, is what had it.
Right, exactly.
Because it was actually in the First Contact movie.
Oh yeah, in the holodeck.
Before we had the One Night in Bozeman story, though. I think it was the year before that. Are we excited to play this?
Jump RC.
Okay.
This is a nice place for your turrets, by the way.
Or if you're using a plastic blast wave turret, you stand over here by the door so that you can camp the ones that spawn here.
That's right, stay in your alcove until the weapon goes by.
Okay, so if he's going to heal, yeah, this would be a good time to do that. It's like do it before we push the button to.
Let's see if it'll let me trade, though, while we're in red alert. No, it won't let me trade while we're in a red alert.
Able to walk backwards through the force field before the cutscene triggered.
Your actions are meaningless. I am bold. I am the collective.
Well, that put a dent in her. Oops.
Oh.
Yeah, I like that backwards jump there.
This used to be a lockout fight where, when people got KO'd, you had one of the people who wasn't KO'd had to go let them out of a box they were stuck in.
Yep.
I remember that.
With a couple of these, you'd be locked out of it until everybody was out, or you had to stay there unconscious until somebody revived you. That was a pain.
It was, however, better than the old thing with the Manus fight where, you know, it was team wipe or nothing.
Yeah.
And Mr. Assimilated Gorn guy, well, I mean, he's just a pain in the butt. Oh, come on, really? Damn it! Didn't get out fast enough.
Hang on.
4 of them right next to each other.
Of course.
Oh, good, someone res me. Oh, joy!
Yeah!
Away, even harder.
Oh, I got out! Yay! For the moment. Hate it when there's so many green squares you can't tell if you're in one or not. Oh, I guess I am.
You cannot defeat me. You cannot defeat the Borg.
Oh, there is actually a tiny safe zone that's like a perma safe zone.
Oh.
That's a pain in the ass. If you look closely at the green squares in this room, there's a notch in the corner of each of them.
I was just noticing that.
I have actually verified that you can stand in that tiny area and not get killed. Heading into it, though. Good luck with that. We actually managed to get full marks for this. Nice.
Sweet.
And I'm currently infected with the simulation nanites. Would you like to be hugged?
Let's see if we can help you out here.
There you go.
Well, that was nice.
I actually was part of the tribble testing for this.
Were you?
One of the observations of the tribble testing was, granted, something that you will not see on the live server now and potentially never made it to live, is that in the original tribble incarnation of this, the Borg Queen could be knocked off of the platform.
Oh.
And fall to her death.
Ooh.
Which made the mission bug out.
Oh.
Because of the fact that the environmental kill trigger didn't register properly for the quest completion thing, because it's not how the thing was programmed to look for kills.
That's why we have testing.
Also, when she switches to her final form where she's flying around with no legs,
yes,
she had the ability to fly over the pit of death. And since she's flying, she doesn't fall into the pit of death. You, as the player, however, let's just say that it becomes interesting to attempt to fight her that way.
Well, let's do some Federation and get Frost some ship level. You did say ship leveling, correct, Frost? Or tune leveling?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to do some tune leveling, I mean, I'd appreciate it, but I mean, I don't think you guys are gonna work with me up from level 18.
Well, we did a little bit with who did we level up last night?
Obi-Wan.
It was Obi-Wan.
Well,
yeah.
well, the key word though is a little bit, not like 30 levels.
Yep. Well, we did a few. The trick is though that not too many people need to go with you, so it's better doing like 2 or 3 people at a time. If we all go, then you're going to go up like half a level at a time. Not that it's not fun. All right, if you would like to do some ship leveling, we're going to do Wanted Argala and 9th Rule and see how that goes. How's that for a start? So, Frost, what's your tune's name?
Give me just a moment, please.
Do you have an XP boost on Frost?
Yeah, 130,000.
Oh, that'll be.
You can buy something. Is it research assignments or something? They
Yeah, but I can't use them until I think I'm level 30. I've got some of them on me. I can't use them yet.
Level 18 when Doffs unlock, I think. Somewhere about there.
11.
Okay, well I didn't know that. Well, I just did one of them. I've got stuff that I can't use if anybody wants.
It used to be that the duty officer system for KDF unlocked at 25, and I think some of the duty officer packs are still keyed at 25 for KDF only.
Okay.
But see, because this is only for duty officer packs that existed before the Legacy of Romulus expansion. So, not most of them, but it's just one of those weird like things that people like, that didn't work the way I expected it to.
That happens. All right, who would like to join us for some leveling by doing patrols?
Join.
Pardon?
I'll join.
Is that you, Alpha?
Oh yeah, I can join.
Okie doke. Let me grab Mark and Alpha.
So I've got a new starship trait that might interest some people.
Where's my inquiry?
It is.
Which one?
Okay, I just hold on just a moment. Just had it. Now I lost it. The directed dilithium burn.
Yes.
I've heard
You're
of
a
this.
Plasma damage person. Oh my gosh! 15% chance to deal 36,360 plasma damage in a 4-kilometer radius to all enemies.
So the question here is, which member of your crew is a Baul child?
Is a Baul child?
You mean Kelpian?
Whatever.
I wish I had a Kelpie. That'd be cool.
Well, it's just a joke about how that worked in the TV show.
Basically, they crashed on a dilithium planet. The kid kind of absorbed some of the properties of dilithium and through some psionic plot device caused the burn that destroyed every ship with an active warp core.
Well, that's just lazy writing.
Yep.
Well, the explanation for how the burn happened was basically that it caused warp cores to destabilize while in active use, thus causing a better antimatter containment breach.
What?
Which, okay, sort of makes sense.
Technobabble.
And dilithium essentially went inert, and dilithium is how the reaction is regulated.
Well, in some cases, the dilithium was actually destroyed by the antimatter explosion.
Well, yes, but the dilithium went inert, which is what caused the containment breach. But we digress.
Yeah.
We're not going to let facts interfere with a good story.
Well, one of the things that was established, one of the things that was established in TOS is that dilithium has to be processed into an artificial crystalline lattice to be usable in warp cores.
Yes.
Because it needs to be free of imperfections in the crystalline matrix.
Yes.
It's thus something that causes the crystalline matrix to suddenly crack and have flaws in it means that this stuff doesn't flow through it properly to be usable in moderating a matter-antimatter reaction.
But every now and then you've got a lady with a nice necklace where the crystals will work well enough.
That doesn't make
sense. The idea there was that extremely high purity natural crystals can sometimes be used to do it. It's just, extremely high. Only the top quality gem grade crystals.
It's like using lasers. I mean, using diamonds to create lasers. That's not how lasers are created.
Yeah, well,
As I said, we're not going to let the facts.
Okay,
get
the diamond is a terrible example there. Ruby, however, actually, yes, some of them do use rubies.
Synthetic
Yes.
ruby, not natural rubies.
Yes,
Can't do anything with natural
but I just explained why they use synthetic rubies and not natural rubies.
Exactly. All right, before we go off on this too much further, let's launch for Wanted Argala, but let's go on Elite.
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 Yeah.
Elite.
Sit back there and wave, aren't I?
Yeah.
You want to level up? Yeah. Let's go Elite. Everybody ready?
Ready and waiting.
Launching.
Ah! Who's on the wrong?
This is going to be interesting.
This is wanted, you said?
Wanted, yes.
I'm not wanted.
Guys, got to launch yourself. I can't do it.
Next thing you tell us we have to, like, feed ourselves, too.
Yeah, I know. Mark?
Yeah, okay. I was just flying around each place now, waiting for it to kick in.
It's like, oh wait, this isn't a TFO.
Yeah. Every now and then, Ed and I will be doing something. It's like, we're going to launch it. Oh, shit. Yeah, okay.
Ah! They shoot back. That's not fair.
They're just Kazon.
But they have big booms.
Well, I mean, they make a big boom when they die, but, you know.
Let's go over and ask if their boss might come out of hiding.
Kind of not very, you know, diversity sensitive. Their boss.
Keep concentrating fire on. We will not go quietly.
But that's actually one of the things that's kind of amusing about the way Stowe handled Kazon is that one of a very, very tiny handful of Kazon who is actually a hybrid is one of their clan bosses.
It's good plot development.
Yeah, because Seska was his mother.
Ah, right.
So he's, you know... Seska was the one that was like a Cardassian who was surgically altered to look like a Bajoran, I think it was. So, he came out looking like a Cardassian.
That was fast.
That was the quickest one I've ever done.
Right,
Mixed
carrying
armament with synergy build is awesome.
Thank you for your assistance. The case.
Excuse me for yawning.
We have the suspect in custody.
Not allowed.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm drinking coffee.
The finest organic suspension ever devised.
Absolutely. I have enough coffee to get me through till Friday afternoon. When I
need
drive
just
back.
a moment, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm not impressed by the blizzardy snow, which is like a very light, fine dusting of snow out there. Probably enough to make driving terrible, but...
The kind that's like a frozen sandstorm.
Yeah, that's a good description of it. But there's no wind, so you don't... okay, so I drive a lot at night when this kind of snow is coming down, and as the wind does it, blows across the expressway, you get these beautiful little snow effects. But there's no wind, so it's just going meh. Huh. Think I got enough to salvage here?
Oh, I'm just about, yeah.
Just a small amount there. Didn't I salvage that? I guess I didn't. There we go. Now I've got some space. Whew. I was getting silly.
This
What?
Dyson ground battle zone with the swarmer is to piss you off and force you into red alert at random. Ugh. Okay. While it's one of there's a lot of nice things I like about the Dyson ground battle zone, the random swarmer idiocy is not one of them.
And it's not in every instance. It's in a couple of them, but not all of them.
Well, see, it's not in every area.
It's not in every area, but it's actually not in every instance either.
It's just like where they are and if they're there at all is just completely randomized.
It's very annoying, but every now and then, swarmers are nice if you need to take damage and heal.
Mm-hmm.
So get yourself into one of those swarmer fights, put up a generator, and just sit there and take it.
Well, in my the main core of my frustration with it is that you're like, okay, I'm done with my endeavor for today. Time to beam up. Why am I still in red alert? But yeah, that's all.
Speaking of, does anybody need to do the TFO or the mission tonight?
No, I'm already. We got her in it, so okay.
Say silence is golden.
Yep, just double checking.
Yeah, I got mine for today already.
Yep. Mine isn't due for an hour and 10 minutes, 54 seconds. I've been trying to stick to my 20-hour cooldown, so I had everything set. Alarm went off at 1 this morning. 1:45 actually. On, log, click, off.
Yeah, being able to have the story mission waiting to turn in, that helps so much with that.
Well, that's one you can do. The other thing is you can do the Omega thing. Just don't turn it back into Q and have two of them.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's the same principle, I guess,
right,
but
yeah,
just
exactly.
different methodology.
Right. The thing with the Q one is the timer starts from the moment you turn in the first one. So you could actually do all of them, just don't turn them in, and just go and click when you're ready, and at that moment it starts for the second one. So if you've got two, great. If you only have one, you still have the timer starting for you. Well, Obi-Wan, we could do the TFO with you. It's both of the TFOs from this, right? We could do Operation Wolf. Yeah, we could do Operation Wolf, which you have to admit is a lot of fun.
Operation Wolf is tons of fun.
Yeah.
We can do it cross-faction on private, can't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, pleading the fifth one, I suppose I could log back in.
Do you need an invite back? Oh, let's see. While we're waiting for Frost... Well, we're still waiting for Frost to come back. So let me get you back in here, Mark. Okay, I'm going to disband this and then we can reteam it, just because it's being difficult.
How many people do you have for it?
I'm kicking everybody and we'll restart it.
Oh. Okay.
Just because it's doing its obnoxious little queuing things up stuff. Alright, I will make this one private. Hold on, do I want to take this tune out there? Guys, you got enough good toys? That could be fun. Alright, you guys want to do a little Operation Wolf while we're waiting for Frost to come back then?
I like it.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. We'll make it mixed here. for. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Whew. Hey, KD Gamer is raiding with a party of 2. KD Gamer, thank you very much for the raid. We appreciate it. How are you guys doing tonight? And got room for a 5th. Anybody else want to join us on this one? Hey, no problem. Go ahead. Lurk away. We are good with people who want to lurk. We need one more if we're going to do a 5th. Or yeah, we need one more to be a 5th. Yeah, that makes sense. Good. Good brain work there.
Did we get Obi-Wan in?
Oh, thank you. Are you on player, Obi-Wan? Yes, you are. Thank you very much. All right. Can't wait till they put an advanced version up there for it.
Oh, yes.
That would be so good. All right, we are queued for Operation Wolf. So, KD Gamer, how are you enjoying the new content? Wow, crystal fragments. That goes back a ways.
Oh, you can still get them. That's no big deal. You just have to know where to look.
Oh, okay, I'm thinking of the crystal fragments that we used to get for an event. Remember when we used to do Crystal and Catastrophe?
Yeah.
This isn't that.
Yeah. They bought them out at the end.
One of the purple ranked missions on Nukara is to run around and mine a kind of crystal that's only found on Nukara.
Yeah.
And that's what these are.
Oh, okay. But don't you have to do like 500 of them for that endeavor or something crazy?
I don't know. I have a stack of 45, and I know I'm not even close to done.
And it's a pain with all of the Tholians running around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's the thing with that one, is that you need to find places, either A, gank the Tholians so fast that you can do the mining before they respawn, or find a spot where the Tholians don't have line of sight of you.
Operations is locked down. Use the exocomps to get the doors open.
Somebody doing motion acceleration.
Personal transporter.
Ah.
Oh boy, this is going to be great.
I suppose I should push the button on the B console.
Push the button, Frank.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Sorry.
I'll cut through the security like a hot knife through soft butter.
Pull the lever, Frank.
Keep them in one piece.
Oh, this is the character where, after thinking about it for a while, I decided to make a Jedi-themed build.
All right, Targo boys, get them.
Well, I mean, it's a Vorta character, and the idea I was having is that the character's just someone who's naturally telekinetic. Anyways, so, you know, okay, what telekinesis-themed powers do I have that I can use?
Hey,
and
Chef
Force
Smitty.
Lightning, because, you know, Force Lightning totally works.
Perhaps my orders weren't clear. Stop the terrorists now!
That should take care of itself. A Boba Fett wrist rocket?
Oh yeah, we do have micro torpedoes, but I think those are all tactical
They
kits.
are, I think.
System hack at 50%. Keep those exocomps working.
Do you have the Tholian crystalline sword?
Yes.
Great lightsaber knockoff, aside from nanopulse.
Don't think I've got it on this tune, but I can acquire it. Want to make sure they understand that they get a warm welcome when they step off the transport or off the elevator.
We have 3 people on the north side.
Hack at 75%. Watch your exocomps.
Well, they got to be someplace.
Kills these terrorists. Get their own ship to command.
Ouch! That was a lot less optimal over here.
What's that
That's it.
thing
Security
doing
system
that all?
bypass complete.
What thing?
There was a Terran engineer up in the scaffolding.
Oh, yeah, that sort of thing happens sometimes.
Should allow you to open
First
the
time
front
I've
door
ever seen
now.
it. Thought it was kind of interesting.
Deploy exocomps at the database before the Terrans delete all the files.
Leeta, I don't have time to waste on your lackey. Face me yourself.
Hey, Quinn, you literally just asked for this beatdown.
You really must think highly of yourself. You thought you had me.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Okay, here we go. Keep those exocomps intact so we can get what we came here for.
Shoot to kill, you idiots! All technicians, report to ops. Delete the database before they steal it from us. Transporter room, now!
Data acquisition at 25%. Keep it up.
You are swiftly becoming annoying.
Thank you.
Data acquisition at 50%. Watch out for trouble.
It's never as effective as I'd like it to be. Oh, that is.
Now!
Yeah, this is one of several science characters I built where the core of the build is to horribly mangle people by drastically reducing their resistances.
Annoying.
It's kind of grim.
Data acquisition
resistance is futile.
Well, I mean, with science, you can actually make characters that focus on healing your allies if you really want to.
This is true.
Yeah, I actually always have at least one heal on my science builds, just because it's useful.
I used to have a heal bot tune that I really liked. But then I realized I had to have some firepower as well as healing. Couldn't be one thing and only one thing.
Some of my builds have as the only heal, nanite health monitor.
Mm-hmm.
Because it realistically, of all the science heals in the game, I think it's functionally the most powerful.
All right, Quinn.
You really don't know when to quit, do you? Damn it! Wing the Tigers! Get me out of here!
You're not done with me. What a coincidence.
Keep up the pressure. Put a few hits in it, but it's still in the fight.
Fire the missiles! Fire the main phaser! Divert power to weapon systems and fire at will!
Woo! You're doing it! You're actually doing this! Amazing!
Lock phasers and missiles! Destroy them! Give me merciful!
Ooh, that runabout is bad shape now.
This is Quinn! Feed in the truth! Inconceivable! I have never faced defeat!
You know, the reason why I first paid attention to the existence of the kit module anti-time entanglement field is the bizarre visual effect it makes.
I love it.
It's that one that creates like multiple versions of the opponent you used on it or used it on.
Well done.
Drop it on a V-Rex. That's fun.
Or well, I just used it on this shuttle to make like multiple like distorted versions of it.
It is a lovely little visual effect there.
And also, to be honest, in certain science builds, it's actually really good. So you know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue that. Frost, are you back? We're missing our Frost. So, Chef Smitty, how are you doing these days? Let's make sure we got unteamed here. Nope, we're still there. You guys want to do something else while we're waiting for Frost?
I can do random if you want.
Oh, it can't go random, but can we go random? Yeah, we can go random. You guys up for a random?
Yes.
Sure.
Wee woo?
Wee-woo.
You.
Yeah, I like that. I guess, maybe.
Well, it's one of those things I was trying to decide whether to switch characters or not. But I guess the answer with that is not.
Oh dear.
Oh, this thing.
Yeah, this thing.
I won't put the kettle on.
Yeah, exactly. Make one for me while you're up.
This is one of those missions where flying a carrier is beneficial.
This is one of those missions that needs a revamp.
And because it has certain annoying aspects, but
it's tedious.
That it is.
When I found out you can AFK this one, it's like, good. I'm going to. I like the whole Dyson art concept. I like the ground fighting, but it needs an update. It doesn't have to be a major update, but it needs a little tweak here and there. And this mission needs some major tweaking.
I'm sure it's one of those things that not just mechanically but visually the devs want to give it a facelift. It's just a matter of finding time.
Yeah, and money.
I mean, visually the Dyson stuff is just off the deep end in terms of what you normally see in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, it's like the whole idea that you're like, it's a giant interior map. It's not even a small one. It's like, kind of like, you know, like, well, it's like, in theory, it's that looking up, it's not space. It's, you know, the ground on the other side of the star.
Mm-hmm.
It gives everything a really, really unique visual style.
Yeah, it took me a long time to get used to it because I'm thinking sky, which is not what the effect is.
I would definitely say, though, that it's weird in a good way.
I enjoy it. I like the fact that they've done something different. I mean, it could be worse. It could be Ring World. No
Or,
worries.
you know, Halo.
Not at all. Nobody was bashing Halo.
I just thought of something I'd like to see. It would be incredibly OP, but I would like it nonetheless. I would like a universal bridge officer.
Wow.
That can only go into universal bridge officer slot.
Well, see, the problem with this idea, though, is the whole thing is like, that would require them to create special slots for it and balance ship layouts under the existence of it, and that's so much work. I don't even want to think about it. And also it's the whole like, hey, new bridge officer type that no existing ship can use.
Well, any ship with a universal slot would be able to use it. It would only be able to go into a universal slot.
Mm-hmm.
And to kind of help balance it, maybe it would be like a only one officer type of this universal type per character or something.
It's actually not a bad idea. The more I think about it, I'm not sure about how it would work logistically, but I like the idea.
Yeah, I mean the basic concept sounds cool. It's just the details of like how would you make this actually work?
Well, consider a use case, I suppose. I just had a moment where it's like, okay, I've got about maybe at least one ensign power that I haven't clicked this entire TFO. But I've used pretty much everything else. I would really love it if that were an emergency power to engines 1 or something like that.
Well, see, one thing that you could do there that wouldn't be terribly broken is maybe the ability to designate a bridge officer as a first officer instead of, you know, like a regular bridge officer. And like your first officer gets to be a polymath and use tactical science and engineering. But, you know, it's like if a particular bridge station that you're slotting them in only does tactical stuff, then you would only be able to actually assign them to use tactical things there.
Right.
But it would also give you the ability to have like universal seats, mix things. I mean, the idea sounds cool. It also sounds like something that would be a pain in the ass to implement.
True.
Yeah.
Need to have some decent traits as well.
Somehow all things are fixable if it's, in the end, would be worth it to them. What this particular TFO lacks is a level of excitement or humor.
Yeah, you're basically just like okay, go here, murder Voth. Okay, oh good, those Voth are dead. No murder even more Voth.
Yep, like the one we just did. There was a sense of you needed to move, you need to get things done on a timely basis.
There's no sense of urgency here.
Yeah.
Well, also in like the grand scheme of things with this, actually, the big picture view of this actually reduces the concept of urgency on it, because of the fact that you know that you're literally fighting over the entire contents of this enormous Dyson sphere.
Yeah.
Which really hurts the sense of urgency with it, because the fact that you know how many things there are that you're actually fighting over, and just that knowing the scale of the conflict is like, oh, this again. Because you kind of sort of know that this isn't actually the same Spire as last time you played the TFO. It's a different one.
It's one bite of the elephant.
Yes. It's actually exactly it, and it's one of the reasons the ground missions are just like, you know, we slowly get through chewing up an entire sector of elephant, and then you look at the map and you've got elephant again. Elephant for dinner.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner 365.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Your one day of grace is the one leap day every 4 years. I have become stuck somehow. Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, so some of the geometry in here is a little sketchy.
Yeah. I think this will be my last one for the night. I'm just starting to get exhausted here. Usually an exciting TFO will keep me going for an extra hour, and this one doesn't count on the exciting range.
It's the non-exciting TFOs that are the problem.
Many years ago when I was pregnant, I could not sleep some nights. And somebody gave me a biography of Abraham Lincoln. Well, that's interesting. She said, oh, you know, when you're having a really bad night, read this. And she was right. About 3 paragraphs and you were gone. It was not well written. It was interesting.
Unexciting though, huh?
It definitely was not an exciting book. But I did learn that Lincoln at one time was trying to establish a waterway through Illinois, but the amount of sedimentation because of the slow-moving rivers was such that he couldn't keep them clean, and therefore made it a bust. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah, that would put me to sleep.
Yeah, believe me. This book was like, I don't know, 350 pages, maybe a little bit more.
Apparently one of my frigate pets actually got stuck in geometry.
Ooh. Can't recall them?
Yeah, see, it's like I'm flying away from them, they just stay where they currently are.
Okay. That was interesting.
Wow, that visual effect. Oh boy. He didn't like properly disintegrate. so he had this mostly invisible ship roll over and shatter into bits. Also, since under normal circumstances the ship would be on fire while rolling over and shattering into bits, you would see these like charred outlines of hull plates.
Mm-hmm.
I have you now.
Will they never learn?
Yeah. Using tractor beams on the escape shuttles.
You're
It is
mean.
semi-cheating, but
You're just
it
mean.
works.
Yay, it's over with. Yay.
I have to say, though, this is actually a TFO that is legitimately hard to get a perfect score on.
Yes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's weirdly laid out for you to try and get that. All right, folks, I'm going to call it a night here because I'm tired. So should we go raid somebody? Is anybody else out there tonight?
Who is there to raid?
Let's take a look.
Oh, a Fordaf and Korith Landwalker.
Say that again?
Well, that's like two different streamers. Fordaf
okay.
and Korith Landwalker. Both of them are currently streaming Star Trek Online.
Well, let's go try Korith, just for fun. All right, on behalf of the Darkmom Consortium, I want to thank everyone who joined us tonight. DT should be on tomorrow, and I think we'll be doing some Operation Wee-Woo. And for those who haven't finished the Assault on Terok, we'll probably throw one of those in too. So I'm going to start this raid here. Everyone have a great evening. We'll see you tomorrow. Ed and I will be on in 6 a.m., so about 9 hours from now. Take care, everybody. Have a great night. So long, farewell. We're raiding other folks.